I'm speaking today with Megan Huber, Forecasting and Inventory Optimization Supervisor with Ashley Furniture Industries. Megan, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about Ashley Furniture, please.
Sure. We're a furniture company that was established in 1945. We not only import finished furniture items, but we also manufacture items throughout the U.S.
So you had some inventory optimization challenges. Tell me about some of the issues that you felt you needed to deal with.
So we've been using the same inventory rules for many years, since we implemented inventory planning back in 1999. As we brought new categories on, we've added rules to that, or we've tried to get down to more specific rules for our inventory, but we've never gotten down to the specific item location. And we saw that with inventory optimization, we could get down to that item location specifically and have tailored rules for our inventory. So we're hoping with inventory optimization then we're going to improve our customer satisfaction. We've kind of been holding steady at a certain number for many, many years, and we need this one thing to jumpstart or improve our customer fulfillment rates.
So you really felt like you were not meeting customer demand. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, we do a very good job at meeting our customer demand, but there was improvements that could be made. And we could certainly satisfy our customers faster, more efficiently, having the goods available.
What did you feel was the reason behind this uncertainty in supply and demand? Was it just basic lack of visibility to key data?
I don't know that it's lack of visibility. I think it's the way that Ashley does business. Our customers, they'll place their order today and expect a delivery in 3 days. And we don't necessarily get all of the information from them that we would need to have a perfect forecast, therefore needing the safety stock available. We also don't push our inventory to our customers. We have those orders come in and fulfill them at that time.
But your planning rules, your inventory planning rules, were being done in a manual way before.
That's correct.
And you had too much of the safety stock sitting around.
Well, depending on the location. So that cookie cutter approach, for example, some of the forecast for 14 days for all our A items at the buy locations. We were finding that we didn't necessarily need 14 days at every location. I could forecast something out of the Midwest very well and something on the East Coast not well, and to have 14 days at both locations just wasn't necessary. I needed much less out of our Midwest location, and I maybe needed more in the East Coast.
So what was behind your choice of Logility as the provider of the solution to help you address these problems?
Sure. We've been using Logility since 1999, demand planning, inventory planning, and we used replenishment planning in the past, and we moved to supply planning. So Logility was an easy fit for us. We kind of know how Logility works. Our IT team is well versed in it. And then we saw the benefits of inventory optimization when they came to visit, and found that that was really the ticket for us to get that inventory in the right locations.
How about the implementation process once you started to put it into the organization? What was involved? How long did it take? What issues did you encounter in the process?
So we started meeting with Logility in May, really for our implementation training, and we ended up going live with our first category in September. So a 5-month.
So it hasn't been that long, but you've had a little bit of time. Along the way, were there any surprises or challenges different from how you expected the whole thing to go?
We took an incremental approach to bringing our categories in. So we started with low cube, low dollar goods, and so we really worked through the bugs with those little categories, and it really has gone very smoothly to getting those goods then that are higher dollars, larger cubes, into the system.
So even in the short time that the system has been implemented, have you already started to see benefits, and if so, in what form?
Yeah, we've already started to see some benefits, not necessarily in our customer fulfillment rates yet. We just went through this Lunar New Year, as most companies have issues with, but we are seeing that we are right-sizing that inventory. It looks as though we are getting the inventory to the right locations, reducing it where it's not needed, increasing it where it's needed. We are seeing some unplanned benefits of potentially finding a forecast error or a forecast that doesn't look like it's in line with the history, and pointing that out with the forecasting team. So potentially saving the company money there, buying it or transferring it to the incorrect locations.
Do you anticipate that this will lead to a change in your distribution network in terms of the number of DCs and where they are located?
Yeah, well, I don't know that we're going to change the location or the number of DCs, but if we continue to grow at the rate that we're growing, and we would have stayed with our old business model for safety stock, we would have definitely needed to buy, lease, or rent additional distribution space.
What's the future look like? What's next on your plate in terms of what types of challenges you want to further address in this area?
Yeah, so next on our plate is we are going to actually utilize this multi-echelon aspect to inventory optimization. We really want to push some of that safety stock back to our vendors, back to their suppliers, and then we want to do the what-if scenarios. So what if we housed a majority of our safety stock on the East Coast and the West Coast, and we only supplied those other locations with safety stock in smaller amounts? Could we potentially save our company money?
Well, we wish you all the best of luck, Megan, in your efforts. It sounds like you've come a long way already, and I want to thank you very much for telling us the story of Ashley Furniture up to this point. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been speaking with Megan Huber of Ashley Furniture Industries. Thank you very much for watching.